Hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Okie dokie, so we're on to Dare to Ask Series 6, Episode 7. Okay, I think we've got 7 and 8 and we're done. Okay, so I'm just going to go back to a question about a comment or whatever it was, asking me if I will ever work with the police in the future regarding missing cases. And it threw me, okay, because I was thinking, oh my God, the answers that was coming out. So I've had time to reflect, and also I cleared it up with the universe. So I'm just going to answer again. So, but I want to know this time if was Sheree's orb, was Sheree's orb for real? Let's have a look, because she sent me that. Well, the only way she'd send me that is if I was actually correct. So was Sheree's orb real? Absolutely. Look, Wheel of Fortune, things going our way as well. So that tells me that, you know, that the other on the Dare to Ask 6 maybe, when I answered this question, that's about everybody else's input. It's not about mine. So yeah, she you know, she wanted to make me feel better about the reading because she knew I was doubting myself as well. So as you know, when I give a reading, it appears to be a story one way, but when it's validated, it's like, oh my God, it was this way. So it did knock my confidence as well. And the other thing as well, I didn't want to hurt the family, and I didn't want them to think I was wasting their time, and I didn't want to drag up the past, you know, as well. But, you know, obviously Sheree was happy to work with me, and the reason that happened was because two other people who have been trying to solve this, you know, contacted me and asked me for help. And so that's what I did. I wanted to help. And now I've got two. Oh, these just fell out. These are the murder decks, okay. So these are two cards that have just fell out already. So let's have a look what Sheree wants to say. She was rolled in a carpet or covering something up. So I said that she wasn't rolled in a carpet, that it was to do with maybe the car covers, you know, that go over cars. I felt it was that. I said that body was in the ground, that she'd been buried, and that she was in the woodland. Well, this one says covered in green and body moved. So the body was moved from the mother's house of the killer to the woodland. She was beaten, sexual assault, and I'm getting fire burns as well. I think that's I think the burns could be like carpet burns, or yeah, carpet burns or something. Fire, she's saying fire and it burns. So maybe, you know, he's tried to destroy evidence as well. Oh, do you know what? She gave me such a cuddle on that. I think it was when I'd finished, or thought I'd finished reading on her. She gave me such a cuddle. She's still a child, you know, even though she would be my age, she's still a child in spirit. Will her body ever be found? I'm getting parents attend trial. So I don't feel like it's her parents. I feel it's the killer's parents as well, you know, that end up going to trial. So when what I'm interpreting is that, you know, there will be a trial. But I always said, like the body, I just feel like the killer doesn't give it away. And the killer's still alive as well. So the parents, you know, she's right. She's saying, you're right, the parents. Well, I kept getting a father and his son. Even though I knew the father isn't to blame, okay. He wouldn't have known, but he will have evidence about seeing his son. And also as well, this guy was in his dad's van as well, going up and down the country. And I also feel like she wasn't his first victim, or she probably was his first victim because he was young. But as he's got older, that, you know, he's taken more kids. And this time he ain't been able to do it from the area where she went. He's doing it in different areas as well. So, you know, I think all that about the devil not listening, refusing, spitefulness, you know, a man wanting revenge and all like that. That's to do with them. It's nothing to do with my energy at all. Yeah, look, and I'm just getting the last thing she's saying is the information that you have been given cannot be trusted at all. So Sheree has faith in me. Oh, thank you very much. She's at my head again. And so, yeah, I will continue to work on it. But I don't like upsetting people, you know, and these are real cases. They're not made up. They're not gossip. They're not bloody in the newspapers or what I'm responding to. I'm having a little girl. She's all over me again. I wonder, Sheree, send us an orb. Send us an orb. Yeah, she still wants me to keep going. So I did some work for them with more questions a couple of days ago. So, you know, it's just really trying to put it all in. It's not my information that can't be trusted. It's the information that's been given to me or been suggested as well. And I've been all the way through, you know, saying the same thing over and over again. But let's have a look, you know. Will Sheree's body be found? No, I'm not asking that because I know the answer. Will the killer be brought to justice, Sheree? So we've got choosing to turn your back on what no longer serves you. Right, so these parents divorced. And I feel like the mother knows or has suspicions, you know, going back all these years, but she's still alive. So I think they're divorced and separated, went their own way. Will it be found? Will justice come? I think it will, you know. I think all you have to do is knock at this woman's door and she'll be ready to spill the beans as well. What message do you have for me, Sheree, regarding your case and working on it? Yeah, I'm seeing a death here, but it's not her. She's on about somebody. I think, is it the father who's dead? No, it's the staff. Right, so this makes sense because I've got a gentleman in the background, I'll say. And he worked on this case for 40 years. Never forgot. An ex-police officer as well. So I just kind of feel like... Have you got a message for me? And she's showing me suicide. Is this your stepdad? Yeah, definitely. So I got that the stepdad passed away, but I also think, you know, he could have done something to bring on his own death by his own hands. He liked to drink. but that's not the person who did it. That's not the person who did it. So, you know, it's really just keep on as well. Who knows? Will I ever be have my reading validated, Sheree? So I'm getting somebody in a right bad mood here, and it's not her, and it's not me. I think, you know, when it comes to the family, they probably had loads of psychics, you know, reading stuff for them, and it'll have all come to a dead end. Obviously, no pun intended, but, you know, I just kind of felt all the way through, really, that I didn't have the family's support here. So, but we'll see, you know. I'm not the devil. I'm not evil. Certainly not anything else, neither. I did it with pure love, and Sheree knows that. That's why she sent us the orb. And I actually, in the readings, I did speak of the family in the block that they would have as well. It was like, I'm the last chance, so, you know, go for it. Just go for it. Go knock on the doors that I've mentioned. But, you know, you can't force a horse to drink water. And obviously, I'm only seeing it from my side of the picture, you know, with a dead little girl. They've had to live with this for all their lives. They've been through a lot of pain as well. So, you know, false leads, false hope. But, you know, yeah, I do feel it will be validated. How long, Sheree? How long before they find your body? I think they get the perpetrator. They're not getting the body. But I've told them where the body is, so, you know. It's over 600 miles from where she disappeared, like, but, you know, I've told them where it is. And obviously you can't just go around, can you, you know, digging up woodlands on the say-so of a bloody psychic. But maybe the perpetrator leads them to that. I just feel like, I don't know, it knocked my confidence anyway, because I just felt like, I hope I hadn't wasted anybody's time, and I hope I hadn't upset people. But I see it from a different point of view, you know. I have a dead kid talking to me, so you've got to say what they say regardless, without fear, without fearing looking daft neither. But I don't know. So will I ever work with the police in the future? I doubt it. I'm not sure. Hang on. Sheree, do you see me working on any other cases apart from yours? Oh, apparently, if I'm going to do it, I should do it now. Because I know the longer I leave it... This is a murder deck, by the way. It's purely the devil in all these cards. Okay, so... but I get, you know, opportunity. Do it now. So that means finish off Sheree's case. Every time I think, oh, I'm done, you know, something else comes along. But that's the way life is, you know, that you can't have everything straight away. And anyway, if I could pick out a door number, you know, and then a postcode and everything, which I did. But anyway, well, I don't know. I can't pick out the lottery. And like I said to you before, I have trouble finding the remote when I've just put it down. So, you know, so I do hope that all ends well for Sheree and the family. And obviously for all the, you know, the police, the groups, the support, and Michelle and Ray as well, who have been instrumental in working with me these past few weeks as well. So they've had a lot of faith in me, so I thank them for that. Okay, so let's rock and roll. Was Dolores Cannon the real deal. Is there truth to her life's work? Thank you, lovely lady. I don't know why, but my cards are sticking. Was Dolores Cannon the real deal? So I'm getting unwanted attention here. I think Dolores Cannon, I've watched her, you know, and I do understand certain things. And it's like me, you'll understand certain things, but not all of it. There'll be Nostradamus, you know, you accept certain things, but not all of it. So I kind of feel like because things haven't happened the way that we understand or what was told to us, makes us suspicious as well. Do you know what? This woman was onto something. I have to say she was onto something. Much like Einstein and everybody else, you know, she was onto something. But it's like the delays. A lot of people were suspicious of Dolores Cannon. If you're talking like that, you're talking from the heart. You're talking from your soul, you know, you're connected, you have this gate between you. So I do believe she was the real deal. I really do. And I believe that she believed in what she was talking about as well. And that she believed, you know, the patients that she worked with. I just think it was done in at a time which it was really new, you know, Dolores coming out. I'll tell you what, I watched and they used to have these phone-ins, you know, because you couldn't, there was nothing like this. There wasn't the internet or anything. I think, you know, you had these computers and there was absolutely ginormous. You had teletext, telex machines as well, you know. Oh, that was working out. So, you know, I think back in the 60s and 70s, that was the best way. If she'd have been in this timeline now, should have found other words or other ways of doing it. So do I think she's the real deal? Yes, but she didn't get enough attention. Thank you, lovely lady. Is Edward, the Duke of Edinburgh, in good health? Yes or no? I think he needs to see a specialist. There's something to do with walking. It could be his hip or his knee as well. Usually when the knee goes, it's because of the hip, because it puts pressure on as well. So I think he's needing to go see somebody, okay? You'll see pain etched on his face as well. I just feel he's putting other choices first, you know, like, oh, well, I can't do that. I'll be off, I'll be out of action for a while. And, you know, it's just making it worse. So he must listen. He must listen. Get yourself to, you know, your specialist and have everything looked at. And there's something to do with his blood as well. I don't know if he's a bit anemic. Maybe look out for looking tired and looking down, you know. I see him looking down. So when he's looking down, I kind of feel like there's something going on with his brain, so it could be the pain. Watch to see if he is looking down a lot. When I see Meghan and Harry together, they seem to be getting along. Are they separated and angry, or are they together sometimes? Well, I think it's like any of us, isn't it? You know, if I have a row with my husband, everybody knows about it, you know, because my face doesn't change. Or I'll be snappy as well. I just don't let things... I can't be fake. Yeah, I've got my brother, one of my brothers, and oh my God, he could just fool the world, him and his missus, you know, if they've had a Barney. It doesn't matter because they care about what other people think. Whereas I don't give a damn what people think. I care about what I think, not about what's them. And I also know as well, like, you can't, I don't want to be deceitful and hide neither. I am who I am, and if I'm pissed off with my husband, not only he knows about it, but if I'm in anybody's company, they'll know as well. I'll probably tame my responses to him, but I don't go full out to what they do, which is everything is for the camera. It's everything between Harry and Meghan for the camera. Yeah, they don't like to show you, all the bad stuff at all. They're fearing all the time about being caught out. They have arguments everywhere. She was in that hotel Invictus screaming at Harry. People came out of their rooms and was taking pictures. And Harry had to sort all that out, don't do this, don't do that, delete it. So Meghan kind of likes to humiliate Harry, but Harry does not like to humiliate Meghan, and that's the difference. So are they together? Yeah, on and off, on and off. Like any relationship, I mean, you're lucky if you've never told your husband to pack his bags and do one, because I do it once a month at least. Normally because they say he moans and moans and moans. You ask him to do something, and I tell you, that guy would win medals for explaining why he shouldn't be doing it, and it always ends up, it's my fault. So, it's just the way life is, unfortunately. Harry thinks he can go 1 minute, then she's off another minute. Their relationship is truly toxic. And I'll tell you now as well, they should be ashamed of themselves, really, because they've got 2 little kids involved. And, well, it's just childish behaviour, get it sorted out. I mean, they're doing it a lot. Whereas at least my husband knows I'm not really going to kick him out, It's just till he says, yes, I'll do what you say, missus. And then I'm all right, as some of us are. So, yeah, they do get angry at each other. They do walk out of each other, all sorts. Is the Canadian PM Carney a villain? Is he planning to use the country for his own gain? Was he involved in Epstein? Is PM Carney a villain? He falls out with a lot of people, okay? He disagrees as well, to have swords reversed. Falls out, quite quickly with people as well. Is he a villain? I'm not saying a villain. I'm just saying that, he doesn't, when he can't have his own way, that's it, you're cut out. Is he planning to use the country for his own gain? Of course he is. They're all power mad. Let's have a look. Is he? Do you know what? I think truly he's not made his mind up, there's a good way to go. And, doing good isn't easy, okay? It's so easy to be an arsehole and screw your country up. Just look at Starmer. But this guy, no, I feel like he's going to try and work through things, and, everything's a bit unclear still as well. He's just going to have to find his feet. And was he involved with Epstein? Was he? No. Well, he knew him. And he maybe even was in social circles, but he had no idea what he was doing, what Epstein was doing to others, okay? I'm getting out of control here, it all blowing up. He was as shocked as anybody else as well. And it's just bad luck that, he was tied with the same brush. Is there a civilization living under the ice in Antarctica? Is there a civilization living under the ice in Antarctica? I knew he was going to say that. No. Lack the ability, okay? But there is a lost civilization under it, okay? The fact is that they're just dead or they've been, you know, bodies have been washed away, whatever. But there is a civilization. You will find houses, you will find tools, you will find all sorts, okay, all sorts. So yeah, people lived in that land before the water came. So no one's living there, but there's evidence to suggest that a civilization was there. Hi BFP from Australia, sending love to you from Australia. I always enjoy your tarot. Do you know what, honey? I always remember you because you comment on every video, and thank you very much. Okay, know that I care, even if I don't reach out. Thank you for sharing your gift. If you do 2 a day, cover royal and other things too. Yeah, I think we're going to do that, you know. So royal every day, and then we'll do soul, dare to ask, and politics as well. And when I say soul, it covers a large multiple of events and questions that you have. And I'll also, on the rare reveals, which is the soul, I will be going back over questions that you ask as well. You know, I'm absolutely loving that. Thank you. Why does Princess always wear gloves? Is there a medical problems for this? Thank you. Keep up the excellent work. I haven't got a clue which princess you're on about, but we'll ask anyway. Okay, why does Princess always wear gloves? Is there a medical problem? Thank you. Keep up the excellent work. Oh, thank you. So I'm getting that she has flare-ups with something, okay? Flare-ups, she can't control it, and it's bad luck that she was born with it. So I wonder if it's some kind of skin condition. Is it a skin condition? Just yes or no, universe, please. No, it's not. Is she wearing it to protect herself? Yes. So she might have some kind of immunity as well. Do you know what? I kind of feel like, you know, gloves and everything, touching and germs. So there's definitely something there, a medical condition, but kind of see COVID, but I don't think it's that. I think she has something underlying. Is she afraid? Is the princess afraid of catching something? It's a false sense of security. So she's using it to thinking she's protecting herself from something, but indeed she's not. So that's what it is. So I would say there's something, you know, medical related to that. Thank you. Keep up the excellent work. Oh, you're welcome. Will JD Vance be the next US president? Will he? Yes. I've already said that as well, so I'm glad it confirms it. Absolutely, that's the road to his higher power, and Trump is doing him in good stead. So, you know, in a way, I feel like JD is... his voice is quiet, okay, and then it'll get louder, and in year 2 it gets louder, in year 3 it gets louder, and in 4 he'll be shouting from the rooftop. So he's gradually easing himself in. Trump has chosen JD Vance because he sees value, and yeah, he sees that JD is the right person. So it's about being mentored as well. Will Ant Middleton be the next mayor of London? I got a yes. I get Sadiq moving on, which means trouble. You know, he's a good talker. People like him. He's a very likeable guy. And I think as well the words he uses and what he talks about, you know, people like him. So yeah, I have got it that he will be the next mayor. Look forward to your readings, as many as you want to do. Thank you. Thank you too. Will Tommy Robinson... Oh. Will Tommy Robinson ever be in government? I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not. I don't think Tommy Robinson is a government guy, to be honest. You know, he's out there talking, raising awareness, and like people are starting to, you know, recognise his input as well, you know. So no, I don't see him in government. I feel like they still kind of look down on him, to be fair. You know, there's a lot of people who look down on him. Well, more for them, because he has been telling the truth and never gave up. I swear to God, he's been to prison how many times, you know, for speaking up. So he will have more success kind of doing what he's doing now, which is raising awareness. When you go into government, your wings, your voice is all clipped as well. So he's a lot more useful out there than he is in there. Okay, oh great, I can see this already. I have heard so many families that their adult children no longer speak to them. I wondered if there was some kind of universal energy around this, and if so, when will it change? So we come from a background, don't we? Our age group, I'm 50. I was slapped around the head a few times. You know, I had the belt as a kid, the slipper, at school. I had the cane on my hands, you know, and all stuff like that. But that was character building, okay? And it also stopped me from doing a lot of damage to myself. I wouldn't twag school. I wouldn't, you know, I mean, we all did shoplifting. Like, I was only 10, but, you know, when I got caught, ooh, I actually fainted. I was that scared of my parents. So, you know, it's not like that now. It is not like that. We have brought up kids thinking, oh, we'll do everything for them, give them everything we didn't have, and they've not worked for it at all, you know. We make excuses for their appalling behaviour sometimes. But the worst thing you can do, if you want to lose one of your kids talking to you, try criticising them, you know, and then make things worse. If you don't want to see your grandchildren, have a go at the partner as well. They cannot take it, okay? They cannot take it. Even constructive criticism, they cannot take. So they think they're entitled and that you're out of order, you know. Never mind that we never took a belt to them or, you know, anything else. So that's the way it is. Don't criticise them. And when you do, and it's all gone wrong, you have to pander to them. You have to ask for forgiveness. You have to tell them how important they are. How if you, you know, how if you had realised that you was going to be, you know, ostracised or whatever, that you would have done things differently. Okay, so that's it, you know. You don't have to lend them money every week. I mean, although even I did. I mean, my son fell out with me as well for a good year. And it was awful. It was terrible. I cried daily about it, you know. I sent cards, I sent texts, I sent messages. But the thing about me, I had it better than you guys because psychically I knew what was going on. And I also knew when things was bad for him. So that's when my text would step in you know, and I just knew all the time. I knew I could tune into him straight, you know, straight away. So, you know, but not all kids are like that, you know, not all kids are like that. But you're always going to have problems with people's partners, people's friends, maybe, you know, them getting up to no good. So that's how you deal with it. It's the only way. And then, when they have kids and those children grow up and do that to them, then they'll understand, you know. It's only now, really, or in the last 10 years and going on, that I understand why my parents was like they was, you know. So, yeah, just don't do it, kids. Don't do it. Do not criticise them. Say no, but don't criticise. They can't handle it. And that is actually down to us. We've made them the way they are most of the time by pandering to them, by doing this for them, by doing, you know, just doing everything. And it doesn't matter how much you give or how much you're there to support. One wrong sentence can end things. And when you have got, always know that what you say to your child is not sacred. They will tell somebody. They will repeat it. And then they'll repeat it in a way that, you know, so that they gain support and make you look bad. I would like to ask why Archie is always in long sleeves and long trousers in hot California. Why is that? Because mother's playing games. Mother and father are playing games, okay? She is out of her mind. Out of her mind. She cannot see it. She's stupid. She's absolutely blind. She's greedy. She's lustful. She's everything negative, this woman, where her kids are concerned. She is going to screw them up, okay? Screw them up. It's not the bin that's, you know, got something wrong with him. It's her. Many thanks. Hope I'm not too late. What is Anne's relationship with her husband, Tim? Probably the same as mine. They do argue. They do argue. He winds her up, she winds him up as well, you know. I think Anne will say he's the problem, and I think he will say she's the problem as well. So, are they happy? Well, yeah, really, because there's no one better suited than these two together, you know. So, you can bring out the worst in somebody, you can bring out the best. But it's still a great relationship, even though they go for tit for tat sometimes. I mean, yeah, and they speak honestly as well to each other. There's no holding back with these two. They'll say exactly what is on their mind as well. So, you know, I think that's why they do whatever so well together. She seems like a tough cookie. Well, he is as well, you know. My husband appears to be the weaker of the two. When in other people's companies, you know, he loves playing the downtrodden husband. You know, oh, she's at me again. And it's not like that, because the minute they're out the door or we're at home on our own, oh, he'll give me hell for leather. So he stands up to me. And I think Tim stands up to Anne as well. I don't know if he is happy with his choice. Well, they've been together for a few years, so I think he'd worked it out now. Unless you're with him 24/7 for 20 years, you know, you just don't get the understanding of the relationship. So Zara will, you know, whoever else around them, they'll all understand as well. You know, it's like my kids, they know my husband can be a pain, but they know I can be a pain as well. So when I'm moaning, nobody listens. And when he's moaning, nobody's listening, you know. So don't you worry about them. Okay, I'm going to stop there because we're at least 43 minutes. So I will be back soon with another reading. Bye now. Bye-bye.